Now at 11, chaos erupts outside of a southeast Portland gas station after police exchange gunfire with a suspect.
We get a lot of bad rap, but it's not a bad neighborhood.
Plus, tens of thousands of people heading to Arizona, including President Trump, to memorialize slain political activist Charlie Kirk.
When we lose that, when we lose dialogue, we lose our country.
And a federal lawmaker calling out budget cuts by the Trump administration, as well as threats by the president to deploy the military.
The military is not designed to be there to fight Americans.
We're going to start off tonight with breaking news out of Salem. The Marion County Sheriff's Office says 4 people are dead following a crash between 2 cars. It happened just before 8 tonight on Cordon Road Northeast, just east of Chavez Elementary School. The Sheriff's Office says the crash killed 4 people in one of the cars. 2 people from the same car and an unknown number of people in the second car were taken to the hospital. The road is expected to be closed for several hours. Also new tonight, a crash in Troutdale leaves 1 person dead. It happened on Southeast Troutdale Road north of Division Drive around 7:40 tonight. The Multnomah County Sheriff's Office believes a driver crashed into a parked car in a driveway. They were pronounced dead on scene. There were people inside the parked car, but they were not hurt. Now, this section of road will also be closed for several hours. Oregon State Police are investigating a crash involving a wrong-way driver that left 1 person dead. It happened around 3:50 this morning on I-84 near Corbett. When Corbett Fire arrived, they found 1 car fully engulfed in flames. First responders pulled a driver out of that car and took them to the hospital with serious injuries. The driver of the second car was pronounced dead on scene. And a suspect is in the hospital after police shot him outside of a southeast Portland gas station this morning. Investigators say the man also fired at police. Catherine Cook walks us through what happened.
It was pretty crazy,
Saturday morning, police shut down Southeast 122nd and Division after a shooting at this gas station involving a suspect and officers.
I heard a lot of gunshots and people screaming.
Around 9:15, police say officers surrounded this Nissan and challenged the man inside.
He was a white man with tattoos.
He wouldn't get out, and then when he did open the door, he had a gun in his hand.
During that stop, there was an exchange of gunfire.
Sergeant Kevin Allen says no officers were hurt, but the suspect was hit. Police began first aid before paramedics arrived and took him to the hospital.
At this point, the injuries to the suspect appear to be non-life-threatening.
Police recovered this gun from the suspect's car, and they found bullet holes in a patrol car and a private vehicle. They also interviewed a woman they say was in the suspect's car at the time, describing her as a witness.
Police tell us this whole thing started here at a different gas station on Southeast 84th and Foster. An attendant told officers the suspect threatened them with a gun before taking off.
I believe this was outstanding police work, and we had officers that were looking all around the precinct and their patrol areas for the suspect vehicle, and it really paid off.
For people who live and work in the neighborhood, it's still frustrating.
It's sad that this is happening. Very sad. We've got to do something soon.
It's very unfortunate whenever you have gunfire in our city streets, and it's something that we take seriously, and we really want to make sure the public knows that we go above and beyond to make sure these are investigated fully.
And as the red tape flutters, so do emotions.
There were a lot of people around when this happened.
But on this day, no one else was hit.
Yeah, it's a crazy world we live in.
In Southeast Portland,
Yeah.
Catherine Cook, KGW News.
Well, let's turn now to weather and taking a live look right now over the Rose City, cooling down after a warmer and sunny day. But we have some more changes coming soon. Meteorologist Joe Ranieri is joining us tonight. And Joe, we have some potentially heavy rain in the forecast.
We do, John, and basically between the hours of 4 in the morning and about 8 o'clock. That's the window we're going to be seeing the wettest part of the day. And when I say the wettest part of the day, we could be seeing rainfall amounts by the end of the morning, early part of the afternoon, anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch of rain. So this is that cold front that's kind of sinking down from the Gulf of Alaska. As it does, we'll be seeing those showers move through, and a good portion of the morning, Early part of the afternoon in a few locations will be pretty wet, but heading in the later part of the afternoon, we'll start to see those clouds clear out. So by 2 o'clock and beyond tomorrow, you'll be seeing some of the best weather of the day with more sunshine and temperatures in the low 70s. About 10 degrees cooler from what we saw earlier today. Sunrise tomorrow just before 7 and the sunset at 7:09. So here's a look at where those rain showers will be rolling through in. So by 7 a.m. tomorrow, it is going to be absolutely wet. I had a buddy of mine text me. He's like, hey, my daughter has a softball game. It's going to be wet. Here you go, AK. This is going to be wet. This is your picture for your daughter's softball game. It is going to be an absolute downpour to start things off throughout the morning hours. But again, by the afternoon, very nice conditions. We saw highs today in the low 80s for the last weekend, part of weekend of the summer. But going into my extended forecast, John, we are still going to be looking at more summer-like conditions for the first full week of fall. I'll have the details on that coming up.
All right, Joe, we'll see you soon. New tonight, thousands of people are arriving in and around Phoenix to honor the memory of Charlie Kirk. So many people are expected to attend Charlie Kirk's memorial tomorrow. Police expect to turn away folks from even the overflow arena. Madeline Carter is in Glendale, Arizona, where the memorial has become a major security operation.
This is going to be a huge event. The closest that I can compare it to is kind of a Super Bowl level event.
It's even bigger than that. Presidential level security has taken over State Farm Stadium. And an incident on Friday shows the Secret Service is taking the memorial for conservative activist Charlie Kirk seriously. Authorities arrested 42-year-old Joshua Runkles, who they say was acting suspiciously at State Farm Stadium. He falsely claimed to be law enforcement, saying he was armed. Runkles has since been released on bond, and court documents say he's forbidden from returning to the property. Secret Service will stay on alert Sunday, as Glendale police now expect a crowd of up to 200,000 people.
We left around 10 o'clock yesterday, and we just got here. So it was straight through the night. My friends and I were just switching out drivers, rotating throughout the night.
Zachary Lockhart came all the way from Springfield, Illinois, hoping to be one of up to 73,000 allowed inside the stadium. Everyone else will be directed to overflow areas. No bags will be allowed in State Farm Stadium, only cell phones and clear water bottles.
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that the two facilities will not accommodate all the folks that will be arriving here.
Turning Point USA's list of planned speakers includes Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica, President Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and other members of the administration's cabinet.
We're talking the highest level of security possible.
Congresswoman Suzanne Bonamici, who represents Oregon's 1st District, stopped by the Portland State University Farmers Market today. She spoke to vendors about the importance of fresh fruits and vegetables being available, specifically how SNAP and the Double Up food bucks help families afford it. Her visit was also in response to the Trump administration's Big Beautiful Bill passed in July. SNAP will see cuts of more than $500 million over the next 2 years. Their cuts, Bonamici says, Portland families heavily rely on.
I call it the big ugly bill because I don't see much beautiful about it, because as costs go up, people need to be able to access the healthy food. So it's about public health, it's about supporting our farmers, and it's about, in the United States of America, no one should be hungry.
Bonamici also responded to President Trump's most recent public comments about Portland, in which he apparently renewed his promise to send National Guard troops to the Rose City.
Have you seen Portland at all? Have you taken a look at what's happening in Portland? It's, I mean, this has been going on for years. It's just people out of control. They're crazy. We're going to stop that very soon.
Of course, we have challenges like any urban area does, and we're working with our state and local officials and community groups. And look at this thriving community right here. This is far from a hellhole.
At this point, it's unclear if the president intends to follow through. Well, new here at 11, it's a taste of the Middle East right here in Portland. For more than 40 years, St. George Orthodox Church on Northeast 162nd Avenue has been hosting an annual Middle East Festival. It's in its 46th year now. The church inviting the community for a weekend of food, drink, music, dancing, and plenty of Middle Eastern treats.
We want to serve our community. We want our neighbors to know who we are and to know about our faith. We have an incredible iconography project going on right now, and everyone's welcome to come in and tour the church.
The celebration continues tomorrow from 11:30 to 5 in the evening.